Judge Richard Cebull is a federal judge, and this is the same judge who sent the racist email to the president. Now, I recall that I've made some representation to the federal judges, and they don't seem to understand. I'm telling this judge that I sent an email to my professor, and it ended up he got something else, and he just can't believe that. It's like, man, whatever. I know, agree. These guys are kind of something, bro. Because if you're gonna try to do something, you want to succeed, and anytime you send in anything to the White House, you can't succeed like that, and especially use the federal computer now. you know, anytime you hook into the federal computer, the White House computer, them boys just pull up close by your house. So anytime you start talking crazy, they're ready to come in and take you out, or your car, wherever you are, they're gonna come within a striking distance. As soon as you hook in, they reach up there. And this federal judge don't seem to understand that. Maybe he figured that, well, look, man, they won't even recognize me. There's so many computers in here. Each computer has its own ID. Now, everybody's becoming so kind of doing dumb stuff that you wonder what profession you'd have confidence in and respect for. And so he figured that it maybe was a joke he's thinking of, and somebody sent this to me, it sounds nice to be sent to the president, and so on. I mean, you gotta send right good stuff to the president, man. You just can't make no mistake and put in no kind of words in there that kind of like, convey straight up. If your intent is good, let it be known. And so the question is whether he should resign. There's not enough freedom of the press or freedom or First Amendment freedom of speech or whatever. This is straight up dumb. You can't be working for the federal government, working for the president, and working with the government, and then doing stuff like this. In Puerto Rico here, there was a police officer took the police car in his uniform, telling the chief that he must resign over the loudspeaker, and so they tell him you got to go. They got rid of him. You just can't behave kind of like strange. And so people are arguing that since blacks go before this judge, he may extend that into the concept and treatment to the blacks. And again, that is not unusual. I recall I had a case with my landlord in Florida. He wasn't maintaining the place, and by design, because he wanted to take my chat. Okay, you had sewer running outside and so forth. So I decided I'm not going to pay any rent. So I went to court and I said, Judge, this guy deserves only $1 a month or something like that, or $10 a month. I can't remember exactly how much it was. So the judge said, well, you got to go. And he said, well, that's all I can do for you, man. In other words, they're like buddies. He and the judge are buddies. I don't know if he helped this in his campaign or he contributed to this campaign or what, but he was willing to, do what it. If he could have sent me to jail, he would have for his friend, So I got to go. So he went back to court, and I didn't leave, or else he'd throw me in jail for contempt of court. That was the game that he was playing. He wanted to show his friend that he could, take care of him. So all across the place, these white judges giving us some problems, and they got to understand that we're humans too. And when blacks were giving whites that, they were crying out, well, why shouldn't whites have a repayment for what blacks have done? Well, you pray to God, right? And God delivered you. No, you don't want us to pray to God to deliver us from you now, okay? And one white guy said, man, this is all you could pray. Well, this is what white folks did. White folks prayed, and miracles happened. And I guess what he wants me to do is not to pray. He wants me to come out there to fight with him, so he could use them nukes on me and so on. Advanced planes. No, I'll pray. You see what I'm saying? And you're afraid of prayer, okay? So, white folks are treat blacks right, because if you don't treat people right, you're gonna lose your star. You're gonna be knocked out to the constellation of stars. You'll be thrown to the ground. All right, and there's not a nation on the horizon to come on. There's the Lord's gonna come back. So if you want to come back straight and knock in your head, you keep on doing your racist stuff. And black folks and others, crying out to the Lord, Lord, look how they're so evil. Look what they're doing. They take my child away. They prevent me from getting a job. They obstruct me from finding and getting with a woman. Doing all this evil stuff. And then, I'm not going to, they expect me to threaten them. No, I'm not going to do that. Because this is the whole game. I'm going to pray and ask God to help me to give me a strong back to endure these burdens that you're putting on me. So, Judge, I think you should resign on your own, or they should just fire you.